But yeah, today we are talking about something that is very specific and recent that just taught us a good lesson, which is edifying conversation. And we want to talk about why it's important, when it's okay to be teasing around, because that's still fun, but when it would be a better idea just to be sincere and edifying.
Right, because, we all have friends that we like to goof around with.
Oh, yeah.
And nothing wrong with that. But if that's all your friendship consists of, you gotta ask yourself, are they really true friends?
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen there's some people you can't go super deep with.
No.
But the people where your whole friendship is insulting each other, it usually doesn't go very deep.
Yeah.
So it's okay. So let's think about that. But first, how was your day? How was your week?
So my day was very long.
Your day, yes. Your day is started yesterday.
It did. I took a little nap and that was it. So this is still Friday. So
just party time Friday.
Very party time. This is just a break.
Yeah.
It's back to partying. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. With me, this is just a break, then it's back to work.
Okay.
Because I worked every day except for Wednesday. And then, of course, I won't work Sunday. But
so Wednesday was your day off then?
Yeah, except for the fact that I also, then on Wednesday, I toured a college, which...
What?
Didn't I tell you about that?
Oh, yeah, you whispered to me. UWO?
Yeah. Yeah,
How was that?
Here's the thing. The facility was literally breathtaking.
Yeah.
The amount of equipment that I'd be able to work with, great. The way they set up their studies, though, it's just there's a lot of unnecessary stuff that I'm going to have to pay for if I want to get the experience of using the really good, equipment and learning the really good skills.
Sociology 101, stuff like that.
Yeah. Which, I can get past that. I can...
Yeah.
I know what I believe, so I can deal with a little bit of garbage, but I just don't know if it's worth it, and I don't know if it's worth the money. So we'll see. Yeah. I'm still praying about it. No decision either way.
It's a big decision.
Second thing that happened on Wednesday is at an interview. So
Tell me about that.
I went from UW Oshkosh. As soon as that interview was done, drove straight to Ripon. And I got a walk-in interview. It went very well. The next day, which was Thursday, they called me. I mean, they didn't call me. They emailed me.
Mm-hmm.
Offered me the job.
I didn't know that.
Yep. You're hearing about it for the first time.
Nice. Did you accept?
I did.
You did?
I did. Same day I put in my 2 weeks notice.
Nice. So, oh really? Did you put in your 2 weeks notice before?
No.
Okay.
No. I have a rule for myself. If you're getting another job, don't quit your first job till you
that's
get the next
common sense.
You would think.
Yeah.
But there's people I work with where they're just I'm just gonna quit. And it's
hate this.
You do know you're not gonna get anything better at Taco Bell. It's
Also, it doesn't look good on the resume when they call your previous employer. Yeah, they just quit.
Yeah, exactly.
If you quit because you got a new job, that's one thing. But if you just quit, cold turkey.
Yeah, every single time I've quit a job, the employer almost always is just oh, yeah, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. They're still sad because I try to do a good job and add value to the company.
Yeah.
But, they're not upset with me for quitting.
Nice.
But, yeah, so that's going to be full-time. Right now, even plus mandatory overtime. But it's 4/10s. So the mandatory overtime is just on Friday. Which means for a while I'll be working normal shift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And it's a longer drive, but...
Yeah. But I think it's worth it.
Yeah. If it's worth it for you, yeah.
Yeah, so it's that I'm excited about. It's going to help me out just it's nice to be comfortable with your finances and just kind of be able to chill out a little bit.
I know what you mean. I when I was in college once and DoorDash on the side, and it was a big relief when I got a full-time job.
It's just like you're pinching pennies and you're like, I can't buy food with 2 cents.
Yeah, and I was still living at home then, but still, I was like, I like my bank account numbers to be green.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. Please be above $3.
Yeah.
Most of the time. Yeah. On top of that, though, I am also just like budgeting and trying to save up and get a plan of action.
Same.
I'm
a saver, dude.
I'm not. I'm such a spender.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna be getting a financial coach for that reason.
It's good.
That's when you know you're old, is when you're spending a bunch of money on financial coaching.
Yeah. This also might mean you have a problem.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm very aware that I have a problem. Hence why.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Here, that's the lesson, kids. If you have a problem, that's fine. Recognize it, do something about it.
The first step for fixing a problem is recognizing you have it.
Yeah.
This is therapy, guys.
This is therapy. No, counseling.
For me.
Counseling.
Therapy for me, counseling for you.
There we go.
All right.
There you go.
Let's go.
What are we doing?
What? Fist bump.
Fist bump?
I'm tired. Let's just get on with this.
Alright. Caffeine will kick in soon.
It will.
So, we are talking about edification. Why it's a good idea. And why don't people do it more?
Yeah.
Right? Because, especially as guys.
Yeah.
So, I've been in guys groups.
Yeah.
Guys friends groups. I've been in girls friends groups. Because, and so there is quite a contrast.
They're very completely different. But it's interesting because both groups a lot of times won't edify. A lot of times the guys groups will
tear down.
Yeah, tear down.
Yep.
But then the girls groups, they will prop each other up without reason a lot of times.
Yeah.
So, which is also not edifying. Because, iron sharpeneth iron, and sometimes you need to.
Yeah. Yeah, that's 100% true. They are two sides of the same coin.
That issue, yeah.
The same coin, which is insecurity.
Why is that?
I think I might have just got to the root of the problem right away. Because you think about it. So, yeah.
Bye, guys.
No. I'll explain more. I gotta get my numbers up.
Yeah, get that watch time.
Amen.
Stay to the end, guys.
Yes, you will get a virtual lollipop if you stay to the end.
Yeah.
But no, we'll help you out with figuring out how to edify and what we can do with that.
Yeah. So why insecurity?
Because the thing is, if you're insecure, then it hurts when someone's better at something than you.
That is true.
And so there is like with guys, they'll tear each other down because they don't want to be vulnerable. Because they don't want to actually get hurt.
And show that they're insecure.
Yeah. Exactly. And all of that stems from insecurities. Women, same thing, different reaction. They're also insecure about themselves. So what they do is they'll never criticize, because with girls, a criticism, and this is free for you guys, and girls, tell me if I'm wrong, but with girls, a lot of times a criticism is like a guy getting punched in the face. Especially when it has to do with, some of the core things, like, if it has to do with their outfit or their looks.
Yeah.
It's because, to guys, words, and this is, of course, just a general rule.
Yeah.
To an extent, words will hurt anyone.
Right.
But guys are raised in a culture where words are just words. and you just say stuff, and it's whatever.
And it could be meaningless.
Yeah. Like, I heard my sister-in-law, she worked at Big B Coffee for quite a while. And at the same time, I was working at a factory, which I'm going back into that.
Pray for him.
Yes, please. My uncle works there, though, so.
Oh, nice. Which
Yeah.
uncle?
Phil.
Does he really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's the one that told me about it.
Nice.
But yeah, and at the factory, there would be people yelling at each other, screaming at each other.
Oh, yeah.
Like, literally just across the room, cussing each other out.
Yeah.
An hour later, 30 minutes later, 20 minutes later, they're talking and laughing and joking. Like, they're legitimately mad. Like, fuming mad at each other.
Yeah.
And then, like, 20 minutes later, they're joking around.
Yeah.
Because that's the guy's culture.
Yeah.
Good or not, guys have the idea that just, like, words are just words.
It's funny, because I worked at UPS.
Uh-huh.
Packing facility and loading.
Yeah.
And, to be honest, the women were the worst. Because you think about it, you know, if there's going to be a woman that chooses to work in that place, it's not a good environment. And
no, and the thing is, they often take it more personally.
Yeah.
Because I told my sister-in-law about that, and she worked at Big B. And you know how, like, a place like Dunkin', there's a lot of women working there?
Mm-hmm.
Big B was only women.
Yeah.
And a lot of them were very liberal-leaning women.
It's a coffee shop.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But, like, even more than Dunkin'. With Dunkin', I'll at least, you know, I'll work with guys every once in a while.
Yeah, it's more like a fast food kind of.
Yeah. But anyway, so, and she was, like, in I think, like, a shift lead position.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, she's like, yeah, no, if me and someone else scream at each other during the shift, there's no way I'm talking to them at lunch. You know, it's like...
Yep.
And that is...
Oh, yeah.
That's a reality.
That is super real. Like, women hold grudges way longer than guys. Like, do guys even have grudges? Like, if someone...
Most guys...
Like, I could probably... Like, if I slugged you in the face right now,
I would probably...
We'd be, like, laughing for like half an hour.
Out of pure reaction, I might, like, karate chop you in the throat.
Yeah, and then I'd be like, can you
put you in a headlock.
I'd be like, dude, can you teach me that? And then
yeah.
Like, that's guys.
Oh, yeah. Like, and, like, those one time the only time Philip Ives ever beat me, he snuck up on me,
mm-hmm.
and we were in the snow, and we're around a campfire. There's a winter wonderful event that church right by us
mm-hmm.
of Like Faith has, and our church goes to it almost every single year. You should go.
Our church does?
Oconto. It's in Oconto.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, you said our church?
No.
Oh. Pioneer?
Oh, yeah, yes. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I
was like, we do?
7 years of,
that's fine.
Calling it my church. But yeah.
I knew you meant I was just gonna
but yeah, he snuck up behind me. I don't know if he exactly even snuck up. I just didn't realize he was there. And he jumped on me, put me in a headlock, ratcheted it, and then wrapped his legs around my legs.
Oh.
And so he tripped me.
Yeah.
While putting me in a full headlock.
But he tripped. That sounds kind of dangerous.
That's fine.
It is? Okay.
That's just me and him.
Okay.
And so I actually got on the ground, and so when you're laying down and someone has you in a legit headlock,
yeah,
you're almost done. Unless you're really good, you're done.
Yeah.
So that...
Did you get up?
No. I that was the only time. He beat me that time.
Yeah.
Yep, that was the only time Philip Ives has beat me.
But guys, we'll just do that.
I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, like we just do that. We'll just go up and attack each other.
Yeah.
Like, and girls don't do that.
No.
At all. And I'm fine with that.
Yeah. girls, if girls attack each other, it's not good.
Never.
Yeah. And like even at the camp I go to, I've heard of grudges being held over team games.
Oh,
you know, like capture the flag and stuff like that.
Oh, I know.
And it's like, what? Like I literally in the game, we did capture the flag, and I stiff-armed a guy and, like, sent him flying.
Yeah.
And then another time, it was Philip Ives again. I just rammed right into him. He wasn't moving, and I wasn't going to stop running. So I just nailed him. Because I knew that was the only way to not get my flag captured.
Yeah.
And we just, like, laughed about it afterwards. It's like...
There was no, like, are we still friends? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like, dude, what?
So, yeah. So, criticism, real criticism looks different for guys and girls.
For sure.
And real edification looks different for guys and girls. That is something to remember.
Yeah.
It's like... There is, I think everyone should be treated equally, and I think that there's some people that make the distinction too wide to the point where they're almost like cartoons of themselves.
Yeah.
You know, like a guy and a girl is a character of who they really are.
Right, and then you don't act on the truth. You find it hard to talk to girls or girls.
Yeah, exactly.
Talk to guys or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do think there is somewhat of a distinction.
For sure.
And the way I've seen it, well, first of all, if we go to the Bible, in Timothy he says to treat the younger as sisters. Mm-hmm. And he puts no qualifier on there, which means, he puts a qualifier. Treat the younger with sisters with all purity.
Yeah.
Which, if you really look into that and think about it, it's pretty simple.
Yeah.
It's not actually even that difficult. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that's something I think a lot of people miss. Is they're like, I've even heard it, where it's like, oh, that can't, who was it? It was, Vincent, it was a guy named Vinny. He's a friend of ours. You don't know him, but and him and Ruth were good friends for a while. They're still good, casual friends.
Yeah.
But they were good friends for a while. And they had a picture together. And she posted it on purpose. Mm-hmm. And she said, and she posted it, and some people thought it was her brother.
Yeah.
And some people thought it was her boyfriend.
Was it just them two?
Yeah.
Okay.
But she did it on purpose.
Just to get the reaction.
She wanted to stir the pot.
Yeah.
And it was hilarious because they go, one person's like, there's no way that can be her brother. That's not her. And they do look similar.
Yeah.
It's like, there's no way that's her brother. They're standing too close together. That's got to be her boyfriend. Which is hilarious because
it was neither of them.
No, it was neither of them. And not only that, but me and Ruth are like such good friends that like every single one of our pictures is just like side by side.
Yeah.
But it's hilarious the way people assume you treat someone who's not your brother. They're just like there shouldn't be different rules.
Exactly, because if you're a Christian, they are your brother. They are your sister.
Yeah, and I firmly believe in that. I firmly just believe in just treating people like your brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
Like I just
much easier.
I hung out with your family on Sunday.
Yeah, it was
afternoon.
It's like you're part of the family. It's like
no one in that restaurant would have known I wasn't.
They would not have at all.
Because I think that's just a better way to approach life. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you that's a lot less stressful than assuming every girl there likes you.
Oh yeah.
Bro. And like we've all been there in life.
Oh yeah. For sure.
I mean, if there's teenagers listening, you've been there in life.
Yeah, get out of that mindset as soon as possible.
Yeah. I know your emotions of course are stupid. But
quote, emotions are stupid. Silas.
It's
going in the quote book.
Great quote.
Yes.
But like the sooner you can learn just to treat women as sisters and the older as mothers.
Yeah.
It's just
simple as that.
And it will improve your life, it will improve your friendship.
Yeah.
And it might even improve your relationship with your siblings.
Mm-hmm.
Because you might realize you're not even treating your siblings correctly.
It kind of raises the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if everyone's supposed to be treated equally, I'm not going to treat my friends the way I treat my siblings, which means, maybe you need to treat your siblings differently.
Yeah.
I think...
Well, just think about who's closest to you. You should be your siblings.
Yeah.
You grew up with them.
Yeah, that's a huge encouragement, I'll say. There's a lot, of sibling rivalry and siblings not getting along and, bad-mouthing siblings. I've heard it a lot, and it's I always think to myself, it's bro, I might be your friend for, who knows? A lot of times, friends, even good friends, are only, consistent friends for, 5 years.
Yeah, that's a statistic, somewhere like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And really good friends, sometimes it's 10 years, and then something falls off. Or maybe you don't make a friend until you're 30, and then that friend is a friend for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
But the one person that's going to be friends before you ever make friends or even get married, and after everyone above you, even usually when your parents pass away, you'll still have your siblings.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to encourage you guys. I know you didn't choose them, and they might not be the best candidate for friendship, but find a way to be the absolute best friends you can with them. It will make your life so much better.
And here's why. Because they know all about you.
Mm-hmm.
And the worst thing to make enemies, the worst people to make enemies with is people that know all about you.
Mm-hmm.
The best people to have as friends
are the people that know all
about you. Yes.
Yeah. And
you know why? It's because of criticism. It's because of what we're talking about.
Oh, yeah. Because those people will edify you more than anyone else. And here's why. What you said. They know everything about you.
Yeah.
Which means, if they're still willing to be friends, or if they give you a compliment, you know it's legitimate. Because, if a casual friend compliments you on something, you'll be like, yeah, you don't know what I've been through, or what's going on, or why this is the way it is. It's there's a lot of... But if your brother or your sister compliments you on something, it's
yeah. Especially an older sibling.
You know my problems, right? Yeah.
I don't have any older siblings, but I could say, that means a lot to younger siblings. If your older sibling compliments you because it actually means something.
Yeah, exactly. Having someone to look up to.
Yeah.
When those people recognize you, that's huge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And think about it. If you're around these people most of your days, if you're still living at home.
Yeah.
Your siblings.
Yeah.
So it could be a really beneficial thing to have your siblings as close friends instead of enemies.
Yeah.
Am I mumbling?
No.
Okay.
No, you're good.
I want to make sure because
you
might need more coffee.
You might. We got more. I brewed 8 cups.
All right, Silas is going to talk to you.
You pour some
coffee. Right back.
That's usually what I do anyway. I talk a lot. But I will use, and I've used this example before, but oh yeah, that's the other thing I want to say. Just getting off on this tangent a little bit is with your siblings. If you don't get along with a sibling, figure out why and take care of it as soon as possible. Because, There is nothing worse than having lost a friendship with a potential best friend, sibling, you know.
Yeah.
And so it's just, you really don't want to, you want to basically bury the hatchet as soon as you can. If you guys don't get along, one or both of you needs to grow up, be the better person. If you're the bully, stop bullying. And if you're the baby, stop being a baby. Because
there's only two types of siblings, the bully and the baby.
Yes, the bully and the baby. And if you're the baby, grow up. If you're the bully, shut up.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's not worth it.
No.
That's the thing, is it's not worth it. Whether you're mad at them at 12 or you're mad at them at 22, it's not worth it.
No.
I don't care what it is. If they owe you $1,000, just forget about it and just be friends. You know? Like, I have a motto where I'm never going to... I don't ask people. If I lend them out money, I don't ask them about it. Because I don't lend out money that I'm not prepared to lose.
Yeah.
Because it says you shouldn't lend a brother money with usury.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, I kind of even apply it to the fact that, like, that money's not worth losing a friendship over.
No.
So anytime someone asks for money, and if I can, if it's not like a large amount of money, I don't even say they owe me money. Sometimes they'll just pay me back because they want to, and that's that's great.
Yeah, my siblings leech off of me a lot.
Yeah.
And I know I've missed.
Oh yeah.
Some things, and I don't care.
Yeah.
Because, you know.
Yeah, me and my siblings have the same thing. I owe my sister a little bit of money. And I told her about, like, oh, yeah, I gotta get you that money. I'll get it to you soon. And she goes, wait, you owe me money? She totally forgot.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah, no,
that is...
I think that's a better friendship to have than, than the accountant. Like, you owe me 35 cents from 5 years ago that you never paid in change.
Yeah.
It's like... okay, grow up.
Yeah.
It's
like the unforgiving servant almost.
Yeah, basically, and I think it's a good idea to be that forgiving person.
Yeah.
And just because at the end of the day, friendships. If you can have a friendship that lasts for like more than 5 years, like that's huge.
Yeah.
And so.
In 10 years, like. Plus, keep them around.
Yeah, exactly.
And, siblings, that's most people.
Yeah, you're going to, most likely, unless the Lord takes them home, you're going to have your siblings for years and years and years.
More than your parents.
Yep. Which gives you the opportunity to be friends with them basically your entire lives. So, yeah. But then, going back to our original topic.
I have a question about that.
Yeah.
So, and you guys might be thinking this too. What is the difference, because we were talking about, holding grudges and criticizing each other.
Right.
All that. What is the difference between that and real edification? Real building up, real iron sharpening iron?
There you go. That's a great question.
Yeah.
And there's a very specific answer, which is what really matters is your intentions, but your intentions will influence your actions.
Yeah.
So they look similar, they are not. Criticism, for instance, takes two forms. One, I would say three. One is just regular insulting, which sometimes can be fun.
Yeah.
I think used sparingly. It's funny.
If it's mutual.
It's comedic.
Yeah,
exactly.
You have to know.
You have to know. You have to read the room.
Yeah.
Make sure it's a good time. But, like, I'll insult people. I'll razz people. And it's fun. It's funny. And I've even gotten in the habit of any time I'm insulted, I actually laugh. And I started doing that because I actually would get hurt. by insults. And so I'd laugh as like a cover. Or I used to not laugh, but then I was like, okay, I'm just going to laugh because I know they don't mean anything by it. Now, I actually find it hilarious, and I have so much fun whenever someone insults me.
Yeah.
And that type, I'm okay with.
Yeah.
As long as it's used sparingly.
Mm-hmm. If that's all you guys do as friends,
you don't have a good friendship.
No, it's, you're just buddies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just fine if you can ever have good friendship with people, that's fine.
Yeah. But I think that you should have good friends that are built on more than that.
Exactly. Don't, call these people your friends and that's it. You need to find friends that actually build you up.
Yeah. And then the second kind of criticism is even more destructive, which is targeted criticism or like general criticism.
Yeah.
In other words, their intention is to hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of criticisms like this. Girls have to deal with this a lot.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if it's even a lot, but it's much more pointed and it's much more hurtful.
Yeah.
Because like we're explaining about girls, how they kind of avoid criticism purposely just because of their nature.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas guys insult each other all the time. So it might hurt a little bit every time if it's unhealthy. With girls, it's usually like, this one friend will be super fake and say you look great, and then one day just be like, you're ugly.
Yeah, it's like, whoa.
Like, where did that come from?
Yeah.
Like, I was friends with a girl that went to public school, and the level of immature criticism in that, and it's not just public school.
No.
Just keep that in mind. If you go to public school, that's fine. Everyone's situation is different.
Right, you can't control that.
Yeah, exactly. But it's true that there is a society in most public schools that is very toxic.
To say the least.
Yeah. And yeah, there was like a story, like an Instagram story that was posted by one girl that was in our class, and she was just complaining about people. And later she found out that story was specifically about her. Like, about her being a problem.
Yeah.
Thing is, I knew the situation and she didn't, do anything.
Mm-hmm.
She hardly talked to this person. Because this person was just not a very pleasant person to be around.
Yeah.
And so, it was complete lies.
Yeah.
But it was meant to...
It was
targeted, and it was meant to hurt.
Yeah.
That was the intention.
Yeah. And usually girls are better at that than guys.
If guys have a target to hurt, it usually involves a black guy.
Exactly.
But girls are much more... They are ninjas with their words.
Yeah.
It's like...
Well, you've seen that thing, where two girls are talking, and on the outside they seem very friendly, right? But if you know them, there is levels of aggression in that conversation.
There's sometimes where you're just like, whoa.
And other people, they don't know these people. They might be like, oh, they're just talking.
I've literally seen this, right? Watch this.
What?
If you guys know our girl, see how accurate I portray this.
All right.
Oh, you look great. That means you look hideous.
Yep.
And I want you to know it, but I'm not going to say it to your face.
I caught that look.
Right?
I see that
You
before.
have sisters.
I have sisters. A blessing and a curse.
Yeah. But
Mostly a blessing.
It's so weird. And yeah, girls are way smarter with their words than... Most girls are way smarter with their words than most guys.
Yeah.
A guy... If you look ugly, most guys are just going to be like, you're ugly.
Yeah.
You're hideous.
Yeah.
But girls, they'll just be like,
you're a 10.
You're 10, but
that's my favorite.
that is your favorite. You say that sometimes.
I do, because I've seen you see these podcasts where all these girls,
I mean, to be honest, those podcasts are stupid guys that don't understand life interview stupid girls that don't understand life.
I know, it's entertaining.
Most of those. Yeah, it's purely entertainment. Stuff like the Whatever podcast.
Yeah, I mean, the guys at least that host it are somewhat knowledgeable.
Somewhat, but then sometimes you dig into what they know and you're like, what?
They're the people they're interviewing.
Sometimes. It's hard though, because there is some stuff that they say where it's like,
oh yeah, for sure.
Women are objects and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's the red pill movement and all that.
Yeah.
But anyway.
But yeah, it's so true that there is a lot of, it's mostly fake. Yeah. Like, okay, and this is actually something that's kind of sad that I found out. Mm-hmm. I found this out a while ago, but when I found it out, I was kind of sad. Most girls think they're ugly. The majority of girls think they're ugly. Really? Yeah.
That is sad.
That's why makeup happens. That's why so much time goes into hair. That's why they match outfits. They match their outfits, and that's why they're so good at that.
Yes, and that is why...
And it's untrue.
It is. And this is why you don't treat girls the same as guys. Yeah. You need to compliment girls more. Like, guys, we don't need compliments, hardly. I mean, we do. It's nice, exactly. But it's like...
Also, not a big... Yeah. And it's weird. Don't insult their looks.
Oh, never. They will remember it for a long time.
Yes.
Some of the biggest regrets I've had is when I was younger, insulting like my younger sisters. I've only done it like 3 times maybe, but I still remember it because the way it hurt them. Yeah. And I did not realize. Just seeing the look on their face. Yeah. Oh man, it still hurts me now. Yeah. Because they take it so personal,
Yeah, and it's weird because with guys, man, it doesn't matter. Like, your hat's stupid. Yeah. No, actually, actually, when you walked in, I was like, I like the hat. The sweater's baggy, but
it's actually thick.
Man, I can't talk. I'm wearing sweatpants. This is gross.
Yeah, dude. And what do you... Bro, your hoodie's more baggy than mine.
I know. I was wondering if you'd catch that.
Mine's not that baggy. I don't know.
No, whatever. I'm just messing with you. No. But, like, with a guy, it doesn't really matter. Especially because most guys... There's a few that, like, care about their looks. Yeah. Most guys don't care. Yeah. Insulting a guy about what he does will hurt more than insulting him about how he looks.
I'd say so, for sure.
Because a lot of guys are very performance-based. Like, if someone would just blanket insult me about my podcast, even though it probably shouldn't, it does hurt. Yeah. Because it's like...
Put a lot of time in that.
Yeah, I put time, I put effort. This is something that, like, I'm very passionate about. Mm-hmm. And so, to be, like, shut down... Yeah. That, like, when I just started this podcast, I didn't even say anything specifically, but word got around at the factory. And you know how guys are at the factory. Yeah. And they insulted me because it's like, oh, you're giving advice? Which, I mean, fair. No. But
we're just talking, guys. We're just having a conversation. Yeah. I would not say experts here.
This podcast is mostly opinion, partially advice.
It's the raised thought.
Yeah. I try to, like, at the end, I'll give a word of advice based off of everything we've talked about, and then be like, okay, so this is what I know for sure. Yeah. And do this thing that I know for sure because I've seen it in the lives of others and I've seen it in the Bible.
In the Bible, especially. Yeah. You can... It's an authority, so...
Oh, yeah. But other than that, yeah, it's mostly opinion. Yeah. But, like, it hurt when they insulted me about it. And later, actually, the guy, he's still a good friend of mine. And he was just like... It was like a day or two later, though, because I was just like, I just gotta let go of it. And he's like, yeah, I notice you get insulted by things sometimes, or you get hurt by things. I was like, yeah, I do. It's like that one time in the break room, I was like, yeah, that hurt.
Yeah.
He's like, I could tell. But yeah, it's one of those things. So when it comes to guys though, they do have I think like guys can handle insults way better than girls. So the fact that a lot of guys insult each other a lot, that's fine.
Trash talk.
Yeah.
Playful stuff.
But I would say maybe do it less.
Yes, if all else fails, do it less, because just by noticing, guys, we do it way too much.
Yeah, and it stops us from... There's certain things that guys will just not do because they're afraid of getting made fun of for it.
Yes.
And it's like, that defeats the point.
And that is why guys are afraid to have close friendships. It's because when your friendship solely revolves around insulting each other, you're not going to have deep conversations.
Closer. You can't. And
I tried it, and it always turns into a joke. It's like, okay,
yeah, exactly.
I guess I can't talk about this with you.
I know, and it's like sometimes I get sick of it. It's like, come on, guys.
I know.
It's like, I get what you're doing, but let's have one serious conversation.
Yeah.
Where we discuss things that are hard to talk about, so that we can both become better people.
Yeah.
And with guys, it doesn't happen much. With girls, it's hilarious because you'd think it does, but it doesn't either.
It doesn't. Enlighten me.
Here's why. Girls talk more. Yes. Girls talk more about their feelings. Yes. Girls are actually even healthier with the way they handle and talk about their feelings.
Yeah. Too much.
But they don't get deep. They just talk about on the surface what they're feeling.
And then it's very surface level if you know how feelings are. Comes from thoughts.
They'll talk about 3 things when it's girl talk. I thought it was 2, but it is 3.
Okay.
It's their feelings, boys, and gossip.
For sure. Yes.
That's it. That's most of it. Now, I'm saying this as a blanket statement and partially as a joke, but also partially true. There's a lot of girls I know that have deeper conversations and are able to talk. But girls, if you're listening and it is a lot of that.
Yeah. See, when I sense the girl talk starting, I run the opposite direction.
Well, for the most part, I do. Because I'm just like, oh, okay, they're talking about stuff that doesn't concern me.
Well, you got older sisters, so you had to endure.
I was, not only did I have to endure, I was part of it. I learned, I learned girl talk. I would have conversations.
This is why I'm friends with him.
Yeah.
He has all the secrets.
Okay, I wouldn't go that far.
I'm kidding.
We're about to get canceled by all the Baptist women. I do not have the secrets.
It was a joke.
You gotta be careful with the girls, though.
I do.
No, I'm messing. I kid. Please.
What you do?
Please don't cancel us. We're two guys on the podcast talking about girls. Uh-oh. This is a bad look.
It is.
I think that's as far down the rabbit hole we should dig ourselves.
All right.
Let's go back.
Move on. I was getting uncomfortable way back. I just didn't let on. Because, why?
I could tell you where I just kept going. Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. Let's go back to edification. But it kind of covers that. Which is, to be truly edifying, you have to do a couple of things. One, you have to be vulnerable.
Tell us your truth.
Yeah. And so, in other words, for instance, if someone's better at something than you, you have to admit that.
Yeah.
For guys, that's hard.
It is, because that means you're putting yourself down. Because to them, it's a zero-sum game. Yeah. If you are going to be raised up, you have to drag someone else down. Which is totally not true. Yeah,
that's not true, but so many people believe.
Because the way edification works is both parties benefit.
Mm-hmm.
the way a lot of, especially guys, either one goes up and one goes down.
Yeah.
It's zero sum.
Yeah, that's how guys do it.
Yeah.
Whereas the correct way to edify is you and your friend are here.
Mm-hmm.
You get here, you pull them up.
Yeah.
They get here, they pull you up.
Mm-hmm.
You guys help each other reach towards being more like Christ.
Yeah.
Like I know I had to when I was taking. Well, my brother, he was always better at wrestling than me, and he's just stronger than me. But I had to actually admit, even with 2 years of kung fu, my brother-in-law, who has no martial arts experience, he could have beat me, just because he's bigger.
Yeah.
And so size, if you're not super skilled, even if you are skilled, two people of the same skill that are different weights, the guy that's heavier is most likely gonna win.
So you're saying Kung Fu Panda is a lie?
No, I'm saying Kung Fu Panda is the truth. That's why he was so good.
True, because the little master though. What was his name?
Oh, Shifu.
Shifu. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
Nah.
He's old enough and wise enough that he's learned to use.
Could have been experienced.
Yeah, it was his experience. But you think about Poe. He was big.
Yeah, and he beat him.
But he was big and that helped him.
Yeah.
He actually was able to use it to his advantage.
Yeah.
It's interesting how that works. That's true martial arts.
Yeah.
It's just figuring out what works for you.
What works for you, yeah.
Yeah. But now I'm skilled enough that I could beat him.
Nice.
Not if we were 10 feet away from each other because he has a gun. But
I like how you're thinking ahead.
Oh yeah. See, my brain works through all of that. I know I have a full list of people I could and couldn't beat.
So let me know if this is true for you, but I know it's true for me and other guys. When you're meeting a guy for the first time, another guy,
you size him up.
Could I beat you in a fight?
Yeah.
Do you do that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so for instance at church, I think one-on-one I could probably take everyone except for Levi and maybe Will.
Yeah.
See, Will, I don't know because he's very strong.
He is.
So if he fights back, then there's a chance that I would.
He's not nimble at all though.
And then
so
Levi. Ooh, I also. If it was a match to the death, everyone else I could do. But if it was not competition, but MMA type of thing, I might have to tap out to Sarah, just because she would go crazy.
That's true.
That's something no guy believes me on when I say I'd rather fight a guy than a girl. And it's not because I want to,
she's scary, guys.
That's true. Because I'm just gonna go off a quick tangent and then we'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
If it's a fight to the death, I agree that most guys will easily beat most girls.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You look at MMA, you look at trained fighters, the best girl against the worst guy, usually the guy still wins. And so, but when it is not a fight to the death, or when both are untrained, and there's no rules,
yeah,
you don't know what a girl's gonna do. That's a problem.
Right.
So if you're not prepared to just kill her,
right?
Which I'm not in favor of. But for sake of argument,
yeah.
If you're not prepared to do that, then it's gonna be a world of pain for you.
Yeah, because you don't want to hurt them,
and they don't know whether or not they're hurting you. And so it's.
I see what you're saying because you don't want to hurt. The goal of that match is not to hurt them.
Yeah,
or not to permanently.
Yeah,
yeah.
And for reasons of decency and appropriateness, I'd never fight a girl anyway.
Right.
But
wait, how did we get on this again?
Knowing that you're sometimes not better than people.
Yeah. That's very key because Otherwise,
Mr. Shug, I don't know if I could beat him.
Oh, yeah.
He has a lot of determination.
Oh, yeah.
He's
built different.
Yes.
And Levi is built different.
Yeah. But
I don't know.
I might be able to take Levi, actually.
I don't think so, bro.
No?
I don't know if I know anybody that could
take Levi?
That I know personally? I don't know.
I'd love to see Levi and TJ wrestle.
Okay.
They're both way too chill to ever do it.
The only thing is, Levi... Okay, so what I know about TJ is he's muscular built.
Yeah.
The only thing is Levi's taller.
But also, TJ has...
does he have martial arts?
He has...
He does, okay.
He has, I think, 2 or 3 years experience in Kung Fu, but then he also started taking martial arts down in Lansing, so he has experience in Kenpo and Jiu-Jitsu as well.
Okay.
And so he works out every day. So he knows how to use his muscle.
Okay, yeah. See, Levi doesn't work out at all.
Yeah, well...
But if he did, man...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
he had a six-pack at 2. Like, I'm not even joking.
So yeah, Levi, he has height advantage, but even like, especially when it comes to if you know how to use your body, height can be a disadvantage.
Yeah, it's true.
It's so weird. Anyway, that being said,
yeah.
Edification, the best ways to do it, like I said, is being able to compliment people, even if it means you are slightly less than them.
Yeah.
And accepting compliments.
Yeah.
Even if you feel uncomfortable doing it. Because it says in the Bible, let another man praise you and not you yourself.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say don't ever get praised.
Yeah, like, we're not talking about fake humility here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking about if someone legitimately gives you a compliment, legitimately say thank you.
Yeah.
Right? And just take it for what it is. And, give glory to God. But...
Yeah. And also be okay with not being good at something.
Yes.
Because it's actually... You need to be okay with growing. You can't just put it on this false face like you have nothing to grow on. Either.
I just realized there's a whole nother side of it we didn't cover, which is friendly criticism.
Yeah. Our time just got away from us. We might have to do a part 2.
That's probably going to be next week.
Yeah.
All right.
Part 2?
Yeah. So, with that being said, we are going to say goodbye to you guys. But wait.
What is making you happy?
Yeah. You first.
All right. What is making me happy? So, I went down to Coleman yesterday.
Yes. And sadly, I was scheduled for work and I didn't get off in time.
Yeah, but I'm gonna rub it in.
Yeah,
I'm gonna rub it in.
Yeah, I know you will.
And it was awesome, guys. Hanging out with a bunch of people that love the Lord. Mm-hmm. And hours of exactly what we're talking about here. Edification.
Yep. That's actually how we got on the topic.
Yeah. We stayed up till 4 a.m. I think we talked 2 hours straight about just things of God.
Yeah,
and
that's awesome.
That is very awesome. If you've never had conversations like that, find friends where you can talk about that.
Yeah.
It is nothing like it.
Find friends, become vulnerable, and just... All right, so next week we will talk about criticism as a part... Because, this one we've talked about the building up, the complimenting.
Yeah.
How you need to be open and free with your love and your compliments.
Mm-hmm. How you are to other people.
Yeah. And treating the men like brothers and the girls like sisters and the older men like fathers and the older women like mothers.
And I think when it comes down to it, it's simple, but not easy because our culture.
Because of society.
Exactly.
Yeah, because of culture. So, next week we will talk about friendly criticism and how that can be actually one of the best things to strengthen a friendship.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't say what was making me happy.
I was going to say, Silas is sad.
I'm sad.
He's sad.
Very specifically, I already mentioned it. Job. I'm
You're pumped.
I'm getting a new job.
You start Monday?
No. 2 weeks.
2 weeks notice.
Okay. So I'll actually have to check my email. But I'm pretty sure, here, let me see if I got an email back. Because there was 2 dates available. I asked for the sooner date, and I don't know if she was able to get it for me. But we'll see. Yeah, I don't have anything specific, but that makes sense because it's a weekend.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to be getting a new job. If there's anyone watching from Duncan, I still love you guys. You guys are great, but I'm making more money at the other one.
Yeah.
And I just realized, like, your time needs to be worth your money. And right now, I'm not using my time well enough to make it worth losing the money.
Yeah.
So I'd rather use up my time for some money. Oh, okay. So I'm being called.
We gotta go, guys.
So we gotta go. Thank you guys for watching.
See ya next week.
See ya.